Nelly's got ink like a story untold. Her skin is a map of the brave and bold. Sipping her tea while the mic's on blast. Chasing the future, not stuck in the past. Nelly, tell us what you know. Words like rivers, let the wisdom flow. Nelly, inked and unbound. In your voice, the world spins round. Nelly, tell us what you know. Words like rivers, let the wisdom flow. Nelly, inked and unbound. In your voice, the world spins round. She's got a laugh that can shatter the rain, a wink that can turn all the rules insane. From London streets to the podcast air, she's a rebel queen with a dragon's flair. Tales of love, tales of fear, her words linger in your ear. Nelly's got ink like a story untold. Her skin is a map of the brave and bold. Sipping her tea while the mic's on blast. Chasing the future.
On the mic, spitting fire again. Bottle in his hand, truth dripping like sin. Static in the air, words cutting like a knife. He's living loud, drinking hard, chasing down life. Crack the can, let him roll, let it speak. Truth in the phone, in the head, in the leaf. Just six-pack pouring out what we fear. Hard words, cold beer, and the static's clear. In the night, his voice breaks the chain. Six-pack sermon spilling venom through the pain. Battered by the bottle, bruised by the grind. Still he's screaming for answers he'll never find. Crack the can, let it roll. He's driving down the highway, and he's dropping hot takes. He's driving down the highway, and he's driving it straight. He keeps on driving that big rig, and he ain't slowing down. He's got his pedal to the metal, and he's flying through town. Trucking down the highway, yeah, he's driving so fast. Trucking down the highway, ain't gonna finish last. His engine's running hot, he's putting on the brakes. When he's done trucking, that's when he's fighting with the greats. Trucking down the highway, yeah, he drives it so straight.
Congratulations, you've unlocked all apologies, a show about apology tours and demanding satisfaction. I'm your host, Trucker Andy, and with me, as always on Sunday, is your co-host, Nelly. Nelly, what's up?
Hi guys. I'm
Good morning.
hungover. Big shock.
yeah, it's been a big weekend celebrating people moving on to Australia. We should all move to Australia, right? Have
Oh
you ever
God,
been?
no. I could not. No, it's not for me. It's too hot. I don't like Australians, and I want to be able to have a pee without thinking a snake's going to come up the toilet and bite my ass. So
What a lucky snake. But yeah, I don't know. I've it's on my bucket list of places to go. I would not mind visiting. I don't think I'd want to live there though, right? I think
Rochester's higher up for me than Australia.
Rochester's not so bad in the summer. It's to stay away February, for DabbleCon 1 was poorly ill-conceived, let's say, when it was arguably the coldest day of the season / decade that happened. But we've learned our lesson. We host events when it's seasonable, but I mean, I don't know when that's going to happen anytime soon again. DabbleCon 3 seems to be in a holding pattern based on the judge's laissez-faire approach to handing out a decision on the court case. So who knows when anybody will be wanting to come back to Rochester anytime soon. But I'm just kind of spitballing because we had a couple of guests lined up to join the show for what is arguably, built around these guys. They asked to come on. I said, sure, let's do it. And then they're running late, or yeah, I mean, you'll understand why if and when they get here. But in the meantime, I think we're gonna revisit the GTS saga, which everybody loves, right? I mean, a lot of people possibly aren't aware of GTS, which is a shame. We're gonna remedy that today because GTS is a backyard wrestling league that
The best.
it excels in character work and plot lines and punchlines and lacks in talent and
How rude.
yeah, or whatever these guys demographics and whatnot. Hey, KFT. I didn't know that you would be in the chat. I thought that I was going to try and get an update. Obviously, you could see from the thumbnail here that we were going to talk about you leaving your show. So, I mean, do you want the link? I could send you the link if you want to come on and speak on it. I was going to let other people that were remaining on the show speak on it, but they opted out, maybe out of professional courtesy to you. But we probably won't talk about that. Just I don't know. I don't know that much about it. Yeah, I mean, if KFT's in the chat saying he's watching, he saw the thumbnail and wanted to see if people would show up and talk shit on him. But I don't think we're gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna talk shit about GTS and Grim. This is Nelly Sucka Slam. Are you much of a professional wrestling enthusiast?
I was when I was younger, and then I don't know. I think I kind of like aged out of it a bit. And no, it's gone too far now. I don't know any of the plot lines anymore. I don't know who anyone is, and I feel like you've got to be really dedicated to get back into it. And like I don't watch any TV anymore, so it's hard. But I still enjoy it, and like I love watching old clips from back in the day. Like my algorithm just throws me deep into like 90s, noughties wrestling.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I mean, Randy Macho Man Savage. It hasn't been the same without him. So, yeah, Junior Coltrane. When you're on the thumbnail, then we'll talk about you. But in the meantime, keep spamming about DJ Electra or whatever the fuck you like to talk about. Cocaine is one of the characters that have come up in GTS that is probably the most popular, well-known. If you know anything about GTS, incidentally, it's going to be the character of Cocaine, who's fucking amazing. Here's a little taste of that.
He's reaching for something. Cocaine has he's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball.
My hero.
And Cocaine goes fucking crazy. Cocaine is fired up, brother.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Genius. And that doesn't even look like GTS there, though. I'm wondering if that was stolen from GTS or it's more like Andrew WK and Gallagher, where they just farm out the character to they franchise it to other people, and somebody else is doing that bit because
that didn't look like a GTS back garden show.
Oh yeah, GTS is also notorious for having toys and bullshit, and it looks like it's in your grandmother's backyard. It's just the best version of backyard wrestling. Wait, you take it's almost to like ECW. You have all these kids that are fans. It's like the Beef Tips show of podcasting. You have everybody that likes watching Shuli and the Dabbleverse. They start their own wrestling league in their backyard, and it's very chaotic. That's GTS right before they hit. Yeah, and then they've gone on, Grim and Doo-Wop, Grim's brother, have gone on to do, appearances and events at venues with has-beens that have name recognition. We've covered that a couple of times. So they're like on the bleeding edge of legitimacy a lot of times. But
Yeah.
I think they like staying on the fringe and off the radar to a certain degree. But it's become, to me, very close to the Dabbleverse as far as like old men challenging each other to show up in the ring and settle scores. It seems like there's a little bit of that going on.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about it.
Who's your favorite character? I'm dying. Excuse me while I die on camera.
Don't make me pick a favorite.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Don't make me
really
remember
hard.
anything about GTS.
I will have a think about that. I'll have a decision by the
No,
end.
don't worry. Yeah, let's watch this and then you can decide. So, because they've replaced cocaine with you see the poster down here. Sucka Slam is akin to SummerSlam, the WWE, big event. They have Monday Nitro and WrestleMania and all these big pay-per-view premiere things. And Grimm likes to ape that and try and make his own version of it. So Sucka Slam is the GTS summer pay-per-view event, and it's a 4-part YouTube series, for God's sake. And I clipped 3 out of 4. This poster promises a wrestling face-off between this new character, Pumpkin Spice, who's basically the new cocaine. I don't know why they don't just keep cocaine.
Costume. I think that's a great costume. I love it. I genuinely love it.
It is hilarious. But it's no cocaine, I'll say that. And they're trying to cultivate this rivalry so that these two have a reason to fight. And it's culminating with Pumpkin Spice breaking into Grimm's apartment while he's unconscious and pranking him, which this is just good writing. Whatever, say what you want about these guys in this show, but they know what they're doing as far as creating a narrative, as Chad Zumock would say.
Pumpkin Spice broke into my house and pranked me, and I'm on my way to Sucka Slam to avenge this.
Pumpkin spice, baby. Stop. It's pumpkin time, and I'm back with a pumpkin rhyme. So get up, don't make me ask you twice. Move your body to the pumpkin.
It's the song of the summer.
Spice, baby. Pumpkin spice, baby. Pumpkin spice, baby. Pumpkin spice. Spice to your mother. Get yourself a pumpkin latte. Make your belly feel nice, not naughty.
That toothbrush is never getting used anyway.
Sip it. Be careful, because it might be hot day.
I'm so surprised how clean that house is. It's definitely like his grandmother's house or something. That is not Grimm's that is not his bathroom. He is not cleaning that bathroom that well.
That's interesting that you speculate that. I do think it is his house because in other episodes we've seen him wander from room to room, and oftentimes it's Amazon boxes and just shit piled up everywhere of things that he's ordered in the mail or failed to put away, and it almost looks like a hoarder's situation. So I think early on we've seen video of Grimm where it did look like he was living with a relative to some degree, whether it's his mom or his grandmother or a sibling or something. And then I think he's gone on to for this to be his actual house, just based on other things that we've watched in the past. But it is surprisingly nice for the likes of a Grimm. But let's keep enjoying the Pumpkin Spice Vanilla Ice ripoff.
It's so funny. This song is great. I won't need it on Spotify. No.
Yeah. This is interesting. Rev Hamhead says that the actual Kane that cocaine is based on is the mayor in his hometown.
That is fucking cool. I want to move there.
Yeah. I want Jesse Ventura to be the governor of my state and Kane to be the mayor of my town. And Arnold Schwarzenegger to be president. Let's do that.
Yes, I'm here for that. That would be a great movie.
Yeah. the campaign trail is just grudge match after grudge match. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger power bombing Mitch McConnell if he is
Oh
still
my
alive.
God.
80-year-old men beating the shit out of each other to be president.
Spice, spice, baby, pumpkin spice, spice.
Can't touch this.
This song is so hot and funky. Had to get me some spicy pumpkin. So I ate 10 pumpkin scones. Now I'm ill and everybody go home. Stop. It's pumpkin time and I'm back.
What I like about this is that it's definitely not AI writing it. You know, everybody these days is so quick to just run and say, hey, Grok, make me a fucking pumpkin spice spoof about Vanilla Ice. But the level of talent of the person performing this and the stupid AI would never write, get me some pumpkin because it's not a word. They have to force that rhyme. And you know it's legitimate because of that. So authentic. This authentic Spirit Halloween costume.
With a pumpkin rhyme, so get up. Don't make me ask you twice. Move your body to the pumpkin spice. Spice, spice, baby. Pumpkin spice, spice, baby. Pumpkin spice, spice, baby. Pumpkin spice, spice.
I think
Spice
this
to
is
your
my new
mother.
favorite character.
Get yourself a pumpkin latte. Make your belly feel nice, not naughty. Stir it up, make it smooth and frothy. Sip it, sip it, sip it, sip it, sip it. Be careful, cause it might be hot day. Spice, spice, baby. Pumpkin
Hot day.
spice, baby. Pumpkin spice.
Fake snoring and opening his mouth because he knows it's coming.
Can't touch this.
This song is so hot and funky. Had to get me some spicy pumpkin. So I ate 10 pumpkin scones. Now I'm ill and everybody go
top-notch
home.
Pressure. Oh, pumpkin spice in my mouth. Ah, bastard. You got pumpkin spice in my mouth.
This is amazing.
Why do you taste like shit?
That was
Pays
incredible.
off.
That was incredible.
Yeah. This is delightful. We always have to reset whenever we talk about GTS because oftentimes we'll pull up clips from other things and it's usually stuff that we don't enjoy or it's worth mocking, and we have to with GTS we have to qualify we like this. This is
Genuine,
something that-
like we genuinely enjoy this. I would
Yeah.
love to get some of them on the podcast. It'd be fucking awesome. I need to slide in the DMs.
Yeah. I know when we had Rocco on, it was Rocco and Husey, I think, and everybody was delighted by, and it was about cocaine specifically. And Rocco is from Jersey initially, so he was reaching out and trying to make some kind of connection with these guys, and they got their own thing going on. I mean, this is the thing about GTS and what everybody throws in the Dabbleverse's face. It's these people just sit in their basement and everything looks like 8 people on a Zoom call with no agenda and doing a hang show, and that's the Dabbleverse. But these guys are out in the world doing bits, writing jokes, making shit happen, putting their bodies on the line. This is far more. What?
Bodies on the line.
Their bodies are on the line. Well, you watch a 58-year-old man, go off the top rope into a garbage can because we're gonna
Clearly
watch
not
shit like.
spent enough time in an English pub because that happens every weekend.
Well, all right, you win that round, but so this is just one more indignity for Grimm at the hands of Pumpkin Spice.
And he hit me in the face with a solid steel pumpkin pie. Stop calling me shit breath. I'm not a shit breath.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, another trope of GTS. They always start chants to mock the people in the, especially Grimm, but because he brushed his teeth with a doo-doo covered toothbrush, he's now shit breath.
It's genius.
Okay. This, like I said, Sucka Slam was at least a 3-part event, but there has to be a 4th part because I kept scrubbing trying to find Grim wrestling Pumpkin Spice and it never got there. So I don't know if it's just not released yet. So all this is just from part 1 of 3 parts, and it became too much. So I just pared it down to this 1 episode, and there was enough there because they're all fucking gold. So this undercard match they're gonna bring to the ring this guy KBA, who is maybe akin to somebody recognizable. Let's watch this and see if it reminds you of anyone.
Coming down the aisle with his brother Joey Angelo, it's KBA.
As you guys know, the brothers KBA and Angelo return to GTS and make sure that the Cheenies.
I just can't.
Are these impressive physical specimens?
Do you know what? It's all in the heart and soul under. It's what's on the inside that counts.
Yeah. So this guy comes out that looks like, to me, was reminded of.
I want to apologize for being born.
He was invoking. His name is KBA, but he reminded me of King Cobra JFS. And the other guy looked like Rocco Burrow. This guy, Joey Angelo, who we've seen in previous episodes that is aging poorly, to put it politely. But these guys are all pear-shaped, 38-plus-year-old guys that have no business being in a wrestling ring. There was another.
That's what makes it so much better, though. Like,
yeah.
It's like when you're on the highway and someone has a crash and you know you shouldn't look, but you slow down and look anyway. Like,
yeah.
It's just like fun. I know it sounds awful, but you're like, this shouldn't be this interesting.
Yeah. That's a good point. And I did not even bother clipping the main event of this part of the episode because it was just 2 guys that kind of knew what they were doing and were not embarrassing themselves.
The thing is, though, the wrestling isn't the best thing about GTS. It's all the smack talk and like the shit like that. That's the best thing about it. And not even the wrestling's not even the wrestling is not great. Let's be honest. They're not good at wrestling. It's just the storylines and the overacting. It's so sweet.
And the asinine characters. Everybody. It's just like Grim walks into Spirit Halloween, picks up the first mask that he sees, and turns that into a character. Because they've had, oh God, I should start writing down the names of all of his old characters. But it was like Uncle, it came up earlier. It was like a clown that was hypnotizing everybody. And then,
oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and there's various degrees of cocaine, like a gay cocaine, a female cocaine. It's like just keep going back to that well because it worked. It worked great, and pumpkin spice is just basically that. But the one thing about GTS is it's an equal opportunity organization. Everybody's allowed to partake in the fun, and that includes women. It's not just guys that have no business wrestling. It's also women that have no business wrestling. So KBA is facing off against Francesca Chini. And I love it when being Italian is a gimmick. This is like, hey, I'm the guy on the pizza box. Let's wrestle. It's so fucking hack. And I really have a problem. I love Italian food. I have a lot of Italian friends. When you make being Italian your whole personality, like, what's his name? Joe Matarese. It's like, hey, look at me. What's the matter you? I'm from New Jersey over here. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. It's not. where you're from is not, it's not a personality. A lot of people don't have any choice. It's like some people grow up in fucking Omaha. They don't run around going, look at me, I'm from Omaha. Great. Move away.
His opponent, coming into the ring by I.C. Curtis, it's Francesca Chini!
Wow.
I'm gonna beat the accent out of him.
Oh my God, she's about to beat the accent.
Rev's like, here she comes. The mayor of Italy.
When did Gino Bisconti get here?
Yeah, exactly. This is just a whole backyard full of Rocco Burrows and Gino Biscontes. Don't insult me, Rev. I'm not Italian. I'm a proud mutt. This is the human equivalent of a melting pot over here. My dad's adopted. I don't know what he is. And I refuse to do 23andMe because that's all a scam to trick people into figuring out that their mom had an affair.
I love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, let me do that and ruin my life. Shatter my perception of everything that I thought I knew about myself. Thanks, 23andMe. This episode brought to you by 23andMe, by the way. Not brought to you by Jake Hudson and Michael Gavinelli. You guys are dodging such a bullet that these guys didn't show up today. I was going to put on the worst episode ever.
I was so excited and like so not mentally prepared for it at all. So my hangover is worse than usual. So I don't think I could have dealt with them today.
I think I have to imagine that they both thought it was 9 p.m. and not 9 a.m.
Yeah, I was surprised that because I was expecting to say we're going to have to do a later show because I don't think either of them will be awake in the morning.
I didn't tell them on purpose so that they wouldn't show up. I'm sure FGA is going to be heartbroken that he didn't get to hit on you.
Lucky me. Unlucky for me.
Yeah.
Subscribe for Sucka Slam because the YouTube title will be on the line when Peter Kid defends. But we're kicking things off here. Oh God, there he is.
Yeah. Are you intimidated yet by Francesca Chini?
So,
who do you
so good.
Who do you think has the is the odds-on favorite for this match between KDA and? Yeah, I'm rooting for the chick. Okay. Let me back this up 2 seconds because. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, right. Title will be on the line when Peter Kid defends. But we're kicking things off here. Oh God, there he is.
That's that guy with the guy with the two belts is like the overcard. That's like the title match, and he wrestles some dude that looks like he's ex-military, and it was like this is it's boring when it's passable, you know. These guys are arguably in good shape, and yeah, they're doing some rope moves and making it look like they know what they're doing, and then I check out. There's nobody getting drunk lounging on the ropes like this guy. This is like his A move. This is his finishing move where he just gets hammered and falls into a garbage can. It's so funny.
That's mine as well.
Yeah. All right. So now Grim is going to introduce the eye candy for the match, who is the ref, Winter, and that's another trope of GTS. The women that will debase themselves enough to come on this show as every once in a while he'll stumble bass backwards into talking a woman that is trying to level up, that is not gross, into being part of these shows, and we've featured some of those characters before. I can't name them off the top of my head, but typically it's somebody that's north of 200 pounds hanging out with Grim. But whenever they find somebody that's under 200, he throws him in fishnets and turns him into a ref or some ringside coach or something like that. So he's always got to point out, hey, look, we convinced somebody who's not a genetic freak to hang out with us. Let me make sure to point that out.
Referee Winter officiating the action.
Fuck you, asshole! Fuck you, asshole! Fuck you, asshole!
We're glad that Winter's back. Winter, we're glad to see you.
Well, yeah, look at me. Can you believe it?
I would totally do that. If they asked me, I would totally do that.
Whatever. They're the WATP review girls of Grimm's Toy Show. It's like, how long till one of these guys sexually harasses this woman into leaving the internet? 3, 2, 1, and she's gone. Come back, Vic, or Casey, or Hannah, or all the other review girls that have been chased off the internet. Okay, so, oh no, I forgot to change the title card, so I don't know what this is. Oh, this is probably just some of the wrestling, the talent that's on display in Sucka Slam when an intergender match between a 57-year-old cowboy and a 42-year-old Italian woman fight in the parking lot of a Costco. What the fuck's happening?
Love it.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Kiss.
KBA just likes two girls squished them into the corner. See? I told you.
Do you just grab her by the titties as well? Hold me back.
Stop.
Does this look familiar, Nelly? Were you referee Winter last night at the pub?
It feels like it.
Breaking up some domestic dispute?
This is standard for me, this. I would be actually great as a ref, actually. Thinking of my life experiences, I could do this.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be great at whatever. People would tune in for that. If you were a ref in this or a wrestler, everybody would love that. Make it happen. I'm calling Grimm right now.
I'm gonna, when we do our Halloween show this year, I want a wrestling outfit. I'm putting a wrestling outfit on.
Yeah, I'll be Pumpkin Spice.
That big honor, you son of a bitch. Ooh, Sucka Slam.
I'm glad I said that. Well, what the fuck? I didn't change any of the title cards. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Pumpkin Spice. What we're going to see when we see more of Pumpkin Spice is basically that it's a one-size-fits-all costume, and I don't think it's the same person twice. Whatever. The next time we see Pumpkin Spice, you're going to be like, oh, before he was very tall and lanky, and now he's kind of dumpy and 5'4". So I don't think that's the same guy, which is brilliant, honestly, from a production point of view. It's like, just stick anybody in this body sock and we can continue shooting. All right, I think we're going to discover that Francesca Chini has an Achilles heel. She has this is just KBA beating the shit out of a woman now. You're going to start to feel bad for her.
I won't.
Yeah. Goddamn right. You're right. Angela's too dumb to think of a bit. Smart ass motherfucker. Oh, sorry, Fran. I didn't mean to distract you.
I'm your favorite thing in the chart, ain't I?
Ooh. What did he just pull her ear? Ooh. She slammed her ankle.
I know
She slammed her ankle.
Oh no.
Oh.
That old move. Yeah, it's not
Not
a pile drive. Yeah. My running ankle. Oh, my wrestling ankle. Yeah, it's like we can't give her a pile driver and stuff a woman's face into the crotch of a man on TV, on the internet. YouTube won't stand for that. So Maybe just bounce her foot off the mat a couple of times. Nobody's going to complain about that, right?
Whoa! You're a dickhead!
What a kick right to the midsection!
Right to the midsection.
Yeah.
Right, it's hilarious.
Yeah, after all these years, they still don't have like a Jerry Lawler and you know, the King and the guy in the cowboy hat. People calling these matches in an entertaining way. It's just grim ringside and people shouting out, and everybody that's waiting for their turn to wrestle, chanting along to whatever Grim comes up with.
And I always find this so weird that they don't have like a live audience. I know that sounds daft, but there is no way if I lived there I would miss this. Like if you post on Facebook, we're wrestling this Sunday, I'd be like, yes, let's fucking go. You'd all be sat down with beers watching this. I don't know why they don't have people around. It's so weird that they just have like the team there and not other people watching.
Yeah. But they do have an online following that it comes up in other videos and it comes up later in this clip package. People, especially children, wrestling's for children. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's not real as far as the plots and the names of the characters. These are not real people. So the kids that watch it online do grow up and go on to show up to these things, try and get involved, and they've been doing it for a very long time. So we're gonna see like some of these legacy viewers and fans come back later and express their appreciation for this. But I mean, wrestling fans are all in. Even the kids that grow up to be adults still enjoy it to a certain degree. They take their kids to it, and it's a family affair. Even though back in my day, which was the best days when it was Trish Stratus and Sable and all these bombshell blondes wearing as little as possible.
It was definitely not family friendly back then.
Yeah, I know. That was the best. But yeah, they've gotten away from that.
Many a first boat has been had watching wrestling.
Yeah. Stacy Keibler getting shot with a super soaker wearing white shorts. Yes, please.
The good old days.
Yeah. Now we have Francesca Chini getting her ankle broken. Nobody's getting a boner from this. What are we doing? Okay. Yeah. So this just goes on. More ankle abuse here.
Too dumb to think of a bit. Smart ass motherfucker. Oh!
I doubled the clip. I doubled the clip up. That's okay. That's why I was like, I thought I named this clip. We'll just watch it. It's so entertaining. Let's watch it twice.
Oh, sorry, Fran. I didn't mean to distract you.
I'm your favorite thing in the chart, ain't I?
Ooh, what did he just pull her ear?
He barely even throws it down either.
I know she has the
Yeah.
Pretty sure all of them are like shock absorbent as well. Like there's no.
You're a dickhead.
What a kick right to the midsection! You okay?
Oh!
What's he doing? What a run!
You suck. What?
I'm sorry, I was just checking my phone to make. I was like, "Am I the moron? Did I not say 9 a.m. to Jake and Mike?" I was like, no, I definitely did. They don't know how to tell time, and that's on brand for them.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the chest.
And that's. I mean, I left it there. I think Franchini goes on to win the day, but not after, not before she suffers, Saw style, her ankle getting devastated. What a weird thing. It's like Hulk Hogan's finishing move. Do you remember that? The big boot where he just like leg drop on somebody's midsection, and somehow that is devastating enough to pin somebody.
After they've been hit in the head with a chair 3 times, but that boot to the stomach so takes them down.
Right. The most whack finishing move ever. Hulk Hogan stinks. I wish Michael Gavin Ali was here so I could tell him how terrible Hulk Hogan was. Vinny will back me up on this. But more pumpkin spice. Let's get back to what really matters.
There he is! Pumpkin frick!
This is what I was talking about.
It's definitely a different body. That is not the same body.
Yeah. All spice because he ate all of the pumpkin pie.
Goddamn patriotic pumpkin. Hey, look, he's got pumpkin spice streak. Oh, he's handing it out.
Goddamn patriotic
pumpkin. He's walking around handing pumpkin spice. Sorry, sack of crap. Look at him. Oh, gross.
Dancing is whack, too.
He's filled that shirt. He's filled that costume a little bit more than it was before.
Yeah. Those wrestling belts are not supposed to be worn like actual belts. Everybody throws them over their shoulder because they don't.
He's hiding his gut. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's why women wear high-waisted pants. We're trying to just tuck everything in and hide it.
So it goes on to, but like I said, the real main event is 2 guys that you don't care about because they make it look like a real wrestling match. This guy, I called this Cardiff vs. Tio Hank because it looks like a potato wrestling an old man. This is insane. And you're going to see this guy's shirt and know how I made this connection so quickly.
Okay, me and you, we have history. I beat you, and I'm gonna beat you again. Louie, before you answer this dumbass, I just want to tell you how much this means to me.
It's a potato wearing a shirt that says "come." What are we doing now? It's becoming the Dabbleverse.
Somebody please get Cardiff that Tom.
Sir, will you wear this shirt that says CUM on it? Oh, sure. Yeah, this is my thing that I do. This is some guy named Lowlife Louie who apparently has some kind of hardcore cred. I don't know if it's an ECW guy that was like a never was, that only the likes of a Grimm remember that this guy was somebody to a certain degree at one time, or maybe he just used to wrestle with GTS and left and came back, but I have no idea who this is. But it's not going to stop Grimm from trying to make a big deal out of the fact that this guy's here.
Me, that you're here to wrestle tonight on GTS. Let's go!
It means a lot for me to be here because 10 years ago, my son was a huge fan of the show, and you went out of your way to make him feel welcome, and I'll never forget that as long as I live. And as I embark on my retirement tour, I'm righting some wrongs, and you beating me was definitely one of those wrongs that gets righted tonight.
That's right. Yeah!
I don't think that's how you use the word righted. I don't think right is even a word.
Yeah. Are you saying that's not a smart man?
Maybe
with those
he's just,
teeth?
Maybe he's just had a lot of injuries. It's very taxing on the body, as we've discovered.
Yeah. And I would lose sleep if that guy in the orange defeated me in a wrestling match too. I'd be like, how did I let this happen? How did my life come to this? I have to settle this score in a backyard wrestling event. Where it looks like Lowlife Louie, the Cardiff analog guy wearing the cum shirt. This guy looks like he runs out of gas just getting in the ring. He does like a couple of bouncing off the ropes warm-up maneuvers and then looks like he needs a nap.
Let's get this matchup underway. Louie's gonna kill you. Louie's gonna kill you. Louie's
fucking dangerous. I just told you that one.
Oh my god.
Oh god, he's knackered.
Oh right.
He's exhausted.
Yeah. He needs a ventilator. And now Tio Hank is realizing that he's outmatched, so he's enlisted Kinky Loco Senior to help him defeat Cardiff in a grudge match.
Me and you take him out together.
Bitches!
Kinkies in the shy, kinky.
Yeah.
We don't like
I didn't even know that.
No!
Tag two.
Kinky, is that your dad?
Off the ropes! Elbows! Cover!
Oh, that wasn't fair. He came to right his 10 wrongs.
You're saying professional wrestling is not it's not fair, it's orchestrated? Yeah, Kinky. I was gonna have Beef Drippins on to speak to KFT leaving the show, and the KFT was in the chat. Said I'd send him a link if he wanted to come on. I even asked BaconBitz to reach out to Gary, and I said, "Hey, you guys are both you're British. You could talk about flats and fags with Nelly, right? So why not come on and tell us what's going on with the Beef Tips show?" And apparently, KFT leaves the show every 3 months. He quits the show, so maybe it's not as big a deal as I thought, but. Not to digress, but since we're not really going to address it, I saw Rochi and KFT on Husey, and it was not a great look for KFT. It was like, it was a good episode from Husey, but and then I saw an image on X of KFT brandishing a gun, and then people memeing that. And I don't think anytime somebody decides to brandish a firearm on the internet, that's like the sure sign of losing an argument. It's like I just watched Ethan Ralph screaming the N-word and F slurs and cheese pizzaing Pat Dixon's show. It's like these are nuclear options that people losing an argument deploy to end things. So, and I'm speaking entirely out of school. This is just what I've perceived on X and on Husey's show. I don't know anything about what's going on with Beef Tips. That's why I wanted to have the guys on so they could fill me in, but it didn't work out. And then there was a post on X that Carl's Frosted Tips, the tips of the Beef Tips show, has left the show for the third time this year. This hasn't even been a show for 1 year yet, and he's trying to get away from it. I don't know. I wanted to know what was going on, but it doesn't look like we're going to learn anything new. So if you're here for the Beef Tips drama, you can bail now, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the clickbait title. Just trying to put on a good show over here.
You stay, you like, you share, you subscribe.
Yeah, hit the like button. Junior Coltrane. Hit the like button, you asshole. Oh, right. Okay. So that's the end of the GTS shit. The other thing that was specific to this show. Did you happen to catch on X any of the promotional materials regarding the Heads Up poker stream between BaconBitz and $2 Dan?
Everything to be fresh when I'm on here. I like to see things for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Well, when Bacon was on this channel, you might remember this. We watched $2 Dan say some unkind things about Bacon's show, and one of the things that Dan said was that he'd love to play poker against BaconBitz because of the vaping. He thought that hitting the vape was a tell, and it would be very easy to defeat BaconBitz at the poker table based on his vaping tell. And I said, "Oh, that can be arranged. Why not host a poker grudge match between rival streamers?" It is kind of something that I like to cultivate when I put the guest list together. Had Stevie Lou, and Dan has actually been in the game proper. I've had, people that Quadfather, these guys that I don't traditionally work with that dislike my friends, but not necessarily me. I'm the likable one from from the dabble. But so these guys that are rivals is like, come on the show. Let's get some bragging rights and possibly win a little scratch, and we can talk it out and talk shit, and it's everybody's had fun like across the board except Shmuel Buckman, who is a miserable old fuck. But so when I said, hey, let's do a heads up match, Bacon took it seriously because he's a fucking shark, and he knew that he could beat Dan heads up.
So I don't know who won. So Bacon won.
Oh yeah, but don't think that it was a fair fight though, because we're about to watch why maybe Dan couldn't concentrate on the game, because I felt, and not to pull the curtain back, but I felt this stream would be more interesting because I've done several poker games now, so I know that when it gets down to heads up, there's very little table talk. So I thought that it would be boring to watch if it was just Bacon and Dan concentrating on the card game. That wouldn't make for a good stream. And take it from me, a guy that hosts one of these every other week, that a grand total of 20 people politely tolerate live. I was just trying to think of a way to make it interesting. And one of those ways was to have guest appearances, commentators that would speak to the rivalry or have questions for the guys. The whole beginning of the show started with me and Bacon and Dan, before we even went live, just politely getting ready and saying it's going to be fun. And then the stream starts, and I was asking Dan about his origin story and how he got into podcasting, and how did we arrive here? And he was talking about that boring shit. And then I had also invited Dr. Chow. I was like, Dr. Chow is a friend of Dan. Why not have a friend of Dan, a friend of Bacon being me, and then maybe somebody that is in the business of sports commentary. I'm saying this was my thought process when I invited the likes of a Wil Herren, who is the person on the right there. That I don't know if you know Will, but he has been on Stuttering John's show, and Dan has been on Stuttering John's show, and Will has been in my poker game, and Will is a sportscaster. So I thought, hey, probably a perfect fit for this type of event. So why not invite Will? What I didn't realize is that Dan is unlikable and people have a lot of problems with him. And I just didn't know to the degree that Dan had burnt a bridge with Will. So all the way leading up to this, on X, I was telling Will, like, this is what's happening. He's like, am I playing or am I just on? And do I need to like be set up to be at my computer, or can I be at the bar? He's at a bar. He's drinking. He's on vacation. I was on vacation too. We were both having a nice vacation, and he was nice enough to lend some of his time to join this event to shit all over Dan. He's like, does not like Dan. And he revealed that to me about 10 minutes before the stream started. And things are going to get a little hectic at the poker table.
Okay, great.
Let's play some poker.
Great, Will.
You can see the glee in Will's
I did not
face.
know it was going to go like this.
I told you it was going to go this way.
Will, I don't come to your job.
I literally told you it was going to go this way.
Will, I don't
I've
come
been
to your...
wanting a PC for a minute, tough guy. I'm in.
You shut up for 5
in for a
seconds.
penny, in for a pound.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I can't even talk on my... this is my own... It's supposed to be my stream. I can't talk. Who are you, Shmuel Buckman?
What's up, brother? You want me to... I can go if you're scared. I get it.
I don't come to your work and slap the dick out of your mouth, Will. Like, I don't know what your fucking problem is.
Oh, that's such a fucking hack saying.
Well, to be fair to Dan, this is an unintentional ambush. This is not, I did not do this to fuck with Dan. Well, whatever he wants to think or whatever happened.
He's reaping what he sowed at the end of the day. He pissed
Right,
people off.
right. So this is about 3 minutes into Will already just flying off the handle. He was kind of, at first he was just antagonizing Dan, like while he was trying to play, but then it quickly turns into, oh, you said this about me and I said this about you and why are you doing this? And and suddenly the poker game is less of a priority for Dan, which is why I'm saying he didn't really, even though he lost, it wasn't really his fault because he's fighting a battle on two fronts right now between losing to BaconBitz and trying to have a war of words with Will. So.
In my mouth like you, son.
You're on your vacation and you're
Oh, Danny,
you're on your vacation at a bar with your hat backwards.
I'm on a blast. I've gone swimming 3 times. I had some meetings today with work still.
Tell us
It's awesome.
Tell us all how cool your life is. I want to know. Will, tell me how cool your fucking life is.
I wake up,
you're just loving this.
How's your girlfriend? How's your girlfriend, buddy?
Fantastic. She's wonderful. How's yours?
Does she go to another school?
Talk about Flavia. ¿Dónde está Flavia? ¿Dónde está tu esposa? ¿Dónde está tu esposa, compa?
It's like, come on.
Okay. Yeah. And I was just showing Chow's in the chat. And Chow Bacon was going primarily through Chow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and I guess I didn't know because I did pitch this to Bacon. So I'm not in whatever. If there's a thread between Chow and Dan and Bacon, I was not part of that. I'm just over there. And I was, when Bacon said he was talking to Chow, I was DMing with Chow one-on-one, and he was trying to say that it should have just been the two of these to avoid probably this scenario, which was arguably the most interesting thing that happened in this poker game. So cheers to me for making that happen. But it was not, I was not designing this for Will to do this to Dan. But if Bacon said that I was inviting Will and Dan knew that, then I don't feel as bad because I thought that this was something that Dan was unaware of. So
no comprendes, güey. Yeah, come on.
I thought we weren't talking about people's personal lives, Will.
Oh shit! Look at this flap. About how you were doing that stuff. Talk about how you were.
I'm trying to make it about the card game.
Feels like somebody's watching me. Remember that video in his house, like a coward?
Bitch, you got a lot of liquid courage. You got a lot of liquid courage in you today.
You don't.
Hey, Will. Did you have to go to the bar and drink 5 beers to feel like a man?
Yeah, because I'm cool. Yeah, people are friendly with me. People that are cool go out.
I'm going to get a chance to finally go after Dan. I'm going to go to a bar and drink 6 beers, and I'll be a tough guy. I'll be a real tough guy. I'm going to turn my hat backwards.
It's such a childish fuck argument, and I love it. Like, nobody's making a point. It's so, like, oh my God, you're in a bar. Oh my God, you're at home. Oh my God, and?
Yeah. I'm in a bar because I'm cool. I'm virile, I'm horny, and I'm cool. Yeah. This is so quintessential Dabbleverse. This is, I don't know. It was wildly entertaining to watch when it was happening, but I was feeling, I felt bad. I was like, this is not fair. Whatever. Fuck the poker game is what I should have said. I should have kept Will on the whole time. And I let him go. And then his blood pressure went down, and then everybody was like, bring Will back. Let's keep the Jerry Springer episode going. And then Will didn't want to come back, and it fizzled out. But this 11 to 15 minutes of the stream was fucking gold.
How old are you wearing a hat?
Can you guys hear just me now? Will's gonna be the first person ever to get fucking thrown out of a bar for talking to his phone.
People at the bar are looking at you like a fucking. Who is this retard at the bar right now?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I can't imagine doing that publicly, like just going to my local pub and sitting there and just start screaming into my phone.
I don't even like taking like if I'll take a picture of me and my friend in public, but like people just like take a picture of themselves in a pub or in the street or something. I find that so embarrassing. Just like having like a phone on speakerphone or anything like that. I get so embarrassed. People have no shame at all. I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah. So from there, I politely excuse Will off of the show. I was like, thank you for the legendary clip, Will, but that's not the point of the game. So, and maybe I'm bad at podcasting for putting an end to it. But despite Dan's reputation, I wasn't trying to do that to him. So, and especially when it comes to the card game, I've had like people in my DMs say, I'd rather not be at the card table with this person, or please don't talk about this X, Y, and Z. I get a lot of Venmos and PayPals with people's real names. Like I'm not going to say anybody specific, but there's a lot of information that isn't public that I am privy to when it comes to the poker game, and I need to operate from a place of integrity when it comes to that kind of shit. Otherwise, people wouldn't want to play. If that makes sense.
Do you know what though? Fair play to you, Andy, because a lot of people a lot of people would have just let that keep going because people love that. People love the drama. Yeah. So you like anyone that wants to say like, oh, Dan was sandbagged or whatever, like you shut it down. And a lot of people, I would have had fucking left it going. It would have been a great. But yeah, you're a good man, Andy.
To a fault, I would say, because it would have been far better if I left that going. But I do want, since this is a show about apologies, I do want to apologize to Dan for that happening.
Don't stop. Do not apologize to Dan. Stop right now. He knew what he was walking into. It was his idea to do it in the first place.
It did sound like,
and graciously held it for him. So do not apologize.
Well, yeah. And Chow is saying as much in the chat that he knew Will was going to show up. So I guess I shouldn't be saying this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to apologize for everything. Everything.
But in that moment, I did feel bad. It was like I didn't know Will was going to come in so hot and be so disruptive of the game to a point where I feel like it cost Dan the $20 that they had wagered on this.
Well, can I just say, Joe's just said in the chat, it wasn't Dan's idea to show you that. Dan put the premise out there. He's the one who said he would love to play bacon at poker because of his tell of his vape. And we watched that clip. And then you said, well, if you want to do poker, I have a poker show. So it kind of it wasn't Dan's idea to do the show, but it was Dan's idea to play poker. And we ran with it.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's up to Dan to go live on Saturday morning and talk about what happened and try and take a embarrassing scenario and turn it into a W. This is what everybody does when all these solo streamers like Chad Zumach and Stuttering John, when they're alone at night, they figure out a way to turn an L into a W. So that's kind of what the remainder of this is. A long clip. It looks like it's about 10 minutes long about what happened at the poker table. And, it's specific to me at some points. So I thought I'd feature this and reply. But I love it when people, now we're having an argument, one-sided arguments on two different streams. But That's the Dabbleverse for you.
Bacon Bits, who I give shit to all the time, reached out behind the scenes and said, "Hey, I'd love to play a heads-up game against Dan, just for funsies." And I was like, you know what? That sounds fun. It's different. It's actual, like a real content. It's something other than watching clips or send me money. It's not that. It was going to be a nice conversation, me and him.
Send us money, guys.
Because I got too many.
Thank you. Exactly. It's a good show that is different and not the same old shit. And there's competition and conversation and stakes, and it's a great show. Like and subscribe, and check it out. A week from Monday, there'll be another game on. So, everybody can agree on that. The format is good. Maybe oh God, I think I'm this close to figuring out how to feature everybody's cards live, and that's going to be far more watchable. So if I can crack that, I'll be firing on all cylinders. But in the meantime, everybody that likes to play cards, that shows up to play, everybody has a good time. I've had so many people say how much fun it is. And hey, if you're watching this and you want to play, just follow me on X and hit me up in the DMs and say that you want to play. Granny famously was just like, how come I never get invited to the poker game? And it's like, it's not that you're not invited. I just don't have the bandwidth to send a personal invitation to everybody. So I'm sending an open invitation.
Just so I can come on. I need to learn poker.
That would be awesome. I think Husey is actively trying to remember how to play so that he can come on because it's fun. We just it's a hang show with a purpose. So if anybody wants to play, just jump in my DMs is what I'm trying to say. I can't reach out to everyone. Granny, who was fun to have in the game, by the way. I know
I heard it
he's a very divisive character, and maybe I didn't reach out to you because I didn't think you had disposable income. That's probably the only reason. But 2K, who's a regular in the game now, has been facilitating a lot of people at the table, the likes of Rev Fug Lee and Granny and the like. So anybody that is a poker enthusiast, you don't even have to be on camera, by the way, not to start promoting the show. If you just want to be off camera but still at the game, you could do that as well. So open invitation, plug.
Many things going on.
Dan hated it.
Control the situation. I let other people control the situation for me. And then what happens is you get fucking ambushed and you get set up and you get, it's like, okay, I didn't go into it with the mentality that it was going to be, a debate fight show. I thought it was going to be just me and Bacon Bits just shooting the shit playing poker.
Well, it's just been revealed that you did know this was going to happen. So that's on you, I guess. But if Bacon and Dan had decided that they just wanted it to be the two of them, and because Dan, he was reading his chat and collecting super chats, and they were all telling me how effeminate and gay I am, and I was there I didn't run off the stream because of that. So I took my share of abuse, Dan. So
yeah, but you have a hot wife, so it's funny when people say that, because you can be like, okay, but I have a hot wife, don't you? So
you can tell how much it upset me when people were calling me half a fag. Yeah, it was worst day of my life. I cried myself to sleep that night next to my wife.
Truly. I thought it was going to be fun. I thought it was going to be more about poker than anything else. And maybe we would talk about the beef tip show or one of these things or whatever that they do. I didn't expect a drunk lunatic to be brought on, unbeknownst to me, who's got all his talking points. He's got my wife's name. He's got, he's got the 20 things that he wants to just fucking spew out at me. He goes to a bar, gets a little liquid courage, drinks about 8 Bud Lights at some shitty Bayou bar. And then on his phone, he's like, okay, now I get the confidence to go in and give it to Dan. Here's my chance.
Okay. What Dan has done now is developed a reputation for himself and said and done things online that
give it to Dan
have made enemies of people. So you've made a lot of enemies, Dan. So I'm sorry I couldn't find somebody to partake in the show that didn't hate your guts, because they're few and far between is your problem right now.
So that's what happened. And Trucker Andy, it was like, okay, he knows how to do set up the poker thing. Set up the poker thing and then just shut the fuck up and sit. But no. And then he wants to ask questions about Stuttering John and do this Trucker Andy show.
Well, yeah, it is Trucker Andy show.
The idea of a poker stream?
Nobody wants to just watch poker. Like, if you're going to watch poker, you're going to watch professional poker, right? If you come in to watch something like this because you want to see the drama and the beef and, you know, the back and forth. Like, that's what makes the poker stream so interesting, is the people having the conversations.
Yeah. Oh, Andy showed up because this was all his fucking idea, and he's the one that developed the format and knows how to put it on. Like, you couldn't have done this without me. And now you're disappointed that I'm there and not just sitting there quietly while you guys wonder how much to bluff and don't say anything. I knew that it would be boring if I didn't do something to make it interesting. So for you to say that my involvement was not needed, first of all, why wouldn't I be there? This is fucking my show. This whole format only exists because of me. So why wouldn't I be there? But also, I knew I knew something needed to be done. Like, if we left it to you and Chow, it would have been boring as fuck. You would have probably, tried to get Bacon to, you would throw stones at Bacon. He wouldn't reply. Maybe you would have tricked him into embarrassing himself, but he probably still would have won the poker game. I was like, hey, let's have an interesting conversation at the table while these two guys, try and win $20 off each other. It's fucking, the alternative was super fucking, your idea for this, Dan, was bad. Okay. My idea was good and I made it good because I'm good. No, I'm just kidding.
All these motherfuckers go into business for themselves. They all want it. They all have their own motivations. Nobody can just sit back and just let fucking things happen and have
exactly, Chow. That's what the show would have been if it wasn't for me. It would have been these two. It would have been Dan reading super chats about how Bacon is eating chicken nuggets. Yeah, Bacon might as well. It should have just been me versus Dan. This probably would have been a better show. Who fucking knows? Who knows what could have happened? But this is what did happen.
Natural moment. Me and BaconBitz, there's something interesting. There might have been something clippable that could have come out that I could have got him to say stuff. I had all kinds of ideas for that. But
reading your chat,
went into business for themselves, so then they create something else.
Pranked me.
Oh,
now I'm on my way.
I feel like we should do a round 2 and do that. And you sit there and say nothing. And let's see how fucking interesting and clippable it is then. I feel like the point needs to be proven of how shit it would be if you wasn't there and Will wasn't there and things weren't being said. Like, it would have just been Dan reading his chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I left the whole rest of the argument at the end of the clip package. Because it was like 11 minutes straight of Will screaming into his phone. And I was like, well, I'm not going to play all of that. But then I just left it at the end of this. So I think I'm going to end the stream with just playing the rest of the argument for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. But, oh, God damn it. And I just skipped. I hate this I have like a touchpad mouse now. And I don't know how to fucking use it.
Oh, I hate them.
As far as like what Dan is saying about me going into business for myself and making the show about me, I just said that you wouldn't even have been able to do this without me. So yeah, it's about me to a certain degree. But also, I didn't go into business for this stream. It wasn't even on my channel. I did not make anything from this. I lent my time and effort and acumen to setting this up for Bacon because he's a friend of mine, and I thought it would be a fun idea. And Dan was reading super chats at my expense. Dan made money on this. He lost $20 to Bacon, but he probably made more than $20 in super chats calling me an F slur. So, congratulations on that. And I didn't make anything. I set it up in my studio and you guys shared it on your channels and you guys made money. I didn't make anything. I just did it because I'm a good dude and I thought it would be fun. So, wrong again, Dan.
Character, John Hamm's character. I can't. Don Draper, of course. Don Draper says, I don't ever think about you. I don't ever think about Wil Herren.
Yeah.
Wil Herren means nothing to me. Hearing John, and do this Trucker Andy show. All these motherfuckers go into business for themselves. They all want it. They all have their own motivations. Nobody can just sit back and just let fucking things happen and have a natural moment. Me and BaconBitz
naturally fucking boring. I made it interesting. I've done many of these poker games. I know what makes for a boring watch on the poker stream, and that's heads up, two people fucking looking at the cards. It's not interesting. So when you said I want to do the least interesting part of the fucking poker game as a whole stream, and I said let's not do that because I know it will suck. So yeah. I stepped in. And I'm sorry that the interesting part was you getting fucking set on fire by an enemy, but everyone else liked it. Not Dan. Everyone else, though.
Something might interesting. There might have been something clippable that could have come out that I could have got him to say stuff. I had all kinds of ideas for that. But no, people went into business for themselves, so then they create something else. Now, people will say, "Oh, Dan got fucking owned by," and Ginsburg's like, "I despise you." And Madman, what's his character? John Hamm's character. I can't. Don Draper, of course. Don Draper says, "I don't ever think about you. I don't ever think about Wil Herren. Wil Herren means nothing to me." But Wil Herren, ever since I said, "You want that smoke?" This motherfucker's been seething about me daily. Wait, I'm going to get my opportunity to get back at Dan when he least expects it. And I'm really shit-faced because I'm an alcoholic.
When he least expects it, after we've been setting this up for over a week and you knew that he was going to be there. I was so surprised that Will was there after Dr. Chow told me that, and Bacon in a group thread, that Will was definitely going to be there. Shocking.
And I've never been seen with another woman. I'm a confirmed bachelor. Whatever it is whatever Wil Herren's demons that he has, those obviously come to the surface with a picture of Bud Light down in the bayou. So yeah, you won, Will. Will, congratulations. You won. All you had to do was ambush me, get some liquid courage, have all your talking points ready to go. And then, oh, by the way, yell over me, the Shmuel Buckman playbook. That's another thing that I love. These monkeys in the dab, they think if somebody screams over you and yells over you and drowns you out and doesn't allow you to 5 seconds to respond to something, okay, well, that means that person wins the debate because they out yelled you. That's how you win a debate in the dab. So it's like, okay, congratulations.
I fucking hate that argument model, by the way. I agree with Dan on this. Just saying the same thing over and over again loudly is not... as soon as you start doing that, it means you're losing. It is my perception of watching people argue that way. You don't have another point to make, and you're just going to make the same point over and over again loudly. That's... in debate club at school, that wouldn't win you points. So L for Wil Herren on that front, but and he's not distracted by a card game that he's trying to win. Also, you're verbally abusing a guy that's got one hand tied behind his back. So, like I said, I didn't think that it would go that way for Dan. I didn't think that Wil was going to be. I mean, I knew that he would be combative. I just didn't think that he would be that disruptive, is what I'm trying to say. So, from on that topic, I'm sorry, Dan.
This is why I don't want to have anything to do with you fucking lunatics. You guys are all mental cases.
Fair enough. I thought it made for a good show, but that's just me.
Oh,
because it's my idea. It's my fucking show. That's why I thought it was good.
It was great.
I want to. There's been some other beefs flaring up on X that I thought would lend themselves to a heads up poker stream of some, maybe something more interesting, like a Patrick Melton versus Joey C, which seems like an unfair fight, but Joey C is arguably a good poker player. I'll say it here because I mean it. I hope he comes back soon, but he knows what he's doing at the poker table. He's got that BaconBitz table image where you're like, oh, I don't respect this person. They must suck at poker. And then they take your money. That's the Bacon and Joey C. Not to categorize BaconBitz as a Joey C, but I love both these guys. And I hope maybe I'll get them in the next game. I need people at the table. Oh, that sounds good to me. And Patrick Melton, too. And it'll come down to Patrick versus Joey. And my dream scenario. That's what I'm trying to put together. Nelly, what's your takeaway on all that? Did I do Dan dirty by inviting Wil Herren, or does Dan have so many enemies that it's unavoidable?
I think if you hadn't brought Wil in, it'd have probably been boring as fuck, because Dan's not exactly comedic genius, and Bacon is so lovely. We have all love for Bacon, but Bacon's a pretty chill, quiet dude. So yeah, you need something in there. And let's be honest, Dan made money off that stream. Dan's now got something to fucking talk about. I still think he won at the end of that. Like he made money and he's been able to do a show about it. So I don't see
win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best thing about the poker game for me. It's like, I mean, nobody's super chatting today, you cheap fucks. But when I do the poker stream and people like to comment, even if I lose, I win. That's the best thing about the poker game for me. So yeah, check that out every other Monday. It'll be a week from tomorrow will be the next one. And if you want to play, reach out. These are the plugs section of the show. Hey, why not go check out our Patreon at bit.ly/staysorry, where you can support the show for just $3 over there. Or you can subscribe on YouTube here at our members only channel and just hit the like button. Why not? And subscribe here, mint diggity, if you haven't. And then follow us on Instagram so you know what we have coming up. Nelly is occasionally on Rumble, not so much these days, but
I still haven't figured out how to use it.
Yeah.
I'm such a boomer, honestly.
Yeah. Are we ever going to get those vacation pictures up on
yes, I'm
Patreon?
Gonna get them. You have to remind me of these things. I don't have a great brain.
It seems like a weird thing for me to have to press you for.
No, I need reminded of these things.
But yeah, the all apologies swimsuit that Hunter Duke and Mr. Muda created. Nelly took on vacation, so at some point we're gonna get some photos of that. So join the Patreon, if only for that. But there's also plenty of exclusive content waiting for you over there. So check that out. And the poker stream on Mondays, and follow us on Instagram. So for Nelly, I'm Trucker Andy saying